put hickeys on my beat.
She wildin'. I was gonna beat you up. But I'm gonna hug and kiss you instead. You won my lip.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Plug in Ops Peter.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from FedEx Field. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
8 yards to go on second down. Here's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick taking it in from 11 yards out. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Washington going to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get 2 more. He's got it. So that didn't take long. Quickly 8-zip. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. But they're hoping.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he is out up around the 15-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now Wilson. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. Carson will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal.
And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the 10. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. Third and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 60 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Cornelder. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, Fitzpatrick. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Check 26, check 26. Hustle up, hustle up. There you go, get down, get down, get down.
McKissick again on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Here's Fitzpatrick. Touchdown! That's caught. De'Ami Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Now, once again, Washington going to break the huddle and go for 2. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. Here's a diving catch right side. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Freddie Swain, 75 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of. The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tanner Muse in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 51 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Washington. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that's going to move. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Washington football team. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, to a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 42 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And Fitzpatrick's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And Fitzpatrick's throw complete there to Thomas. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. John Bates taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Mecole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive here with an end around. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 87 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd down, McKinnon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Montez Sweat able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. This is caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick now. Man open left side is Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down now, a run with McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
2nd and 12. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 33 yards. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. Slide for the PAT. And it's blocked. Oh, the Chiefs have got it. Taking it right down Broadway. He's hit the 40.
Lord have mercy.
The 20, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Fitzpatrick. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick, a 14-yard touchdown. And Washington able to make this a close game again. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. They go play fake. Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man, complete.
Here we go.
And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try with McKinnon, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamin Davis. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Here's Carter now on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language. Maybe
this is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And now here is another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius. The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Washington football team. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Fitzpatrick. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. The play fake. Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Chase Young.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins. He's going to air one out. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. 36 yards.
And the Vikings on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. So it puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
On play action, Cousins.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Third and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
I know in retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for two. Cook, they'll try and run it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 29, Fitzpatrick flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Fitzpatrick on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Fitzpatrick again. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 20. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He'll dump this off to Cook. That catch good for only a couple. They go play action. Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 76 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, and ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's two sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And
oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. A throw to the flat here from McKissick.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Fitzpatrick.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Fitzpatrick. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To throw, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Play fake, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action now. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Cousins again.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half. At that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. third down, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Hey, chill. Strong.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. Thomas brings it in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas there to make the grab. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And now once again, they'll line up to go for two. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And Cook running on 1st down, but this defense up to the task there as they stop him before he can even get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1 officially. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 64 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Washington football team. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. As he takes this up near the 25.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And Thomas has it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Fitzpatrick to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Brady now on first down. He's able to find Miller. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Scotty Miller, 28 yards. And the Buccaneers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First down, Fitzpatrick. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. To throw on 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick. Got a man, it's Brown. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. They'll run with Gibson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Fitzpatrick now. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. That is caught by a diving Thomas. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now Fitzpatrick. This is caught. And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on 4th down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Now he'll throw with Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll give Fournette another crack, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 2 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They will run it. It's Fournette, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Here's Fitzpatrick. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Fitzpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. With a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Going up top for Miller. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. It's a pick six. He brings it back to the house from